You have prevailed through many trials. Unfortunately, I have yet another request. Unbeknownst, I have been awaiting you, Trickster. You have prevailed through many trials. Unfortunately, I have yet another request. Unbeknownst to me, a certain being calling itself a god has been generating distortions. It has grown to become a threat that is sure to stand in our way. A number of malignant entities have taken up residence within jails. These abominations hold such power that they threaten the safety of even this place, where we currently stand. It pains me to ask such a daunting task of you, so close to your decisive battle, but for the sake of preserving peace across all realms, would you defeat the monarchs of the jails once more? Thank you. I had faith that you would not disappoint. I ask that you depose each monarch as soon as you are physically able, then return here. I shall send you this appeal as an official request. With that said,
How was that? It's on here.
Sure. Arsene! Fornius! Jessica! Dominico! Never! Lilith! Take it! Persona! Ravage!
Did we do it? Looks good to me. I got a new power! Ooh, what's that?
Yeah, maybe we shouldn't overdo it.
is this okay? You may take it with you. Awaken your new self. Choose which... Is this the persona you'd like? Be born anew.
I have to do this for 59 in 18 seconds. 59 minutes and 18 seconds. So yeah. That took a while to do. I mainly just did it whenever I just felt like it. or whenever I was editing Lego Star Wars videos. So yeah, anyway, I might like just cut off at some points, but pretty much this took me a couple weeks to do, getting everyone to level 70, getting like doing all the requests, especially the boss fights ones, completing the inmate registry, which took a really long time, mainly because of the fact that you have to get them up to very standards just to get them there, to fuse them into those. But now I'm on, now that I've beaten the Reaper, which you'll see later, but pretty much I did it. The Reaper was easier than I actually expected it to be. Didn't die once. Honestly, the boss fights pluses took me longer to beat. But yeah, did complete a book, like reading a book, not doing anything, or at least got through most of it. I actually completed it while I was doing the Spider-Man footage, which I should probably edit right now. I also have to play Lego Star Wars The Force Awakens. And I don't even know if the new one came out. I think it did. Or maybe that's just the pre-release, like pre-order thing. But anyway. No, maybe I should just talk about this other book called Kenobi that I just started reading because of the new announcement for the new series, but it's not bad. It's just kind of it's just kind of more of the thing they do with canon characters, where they just put them in situations that aren't related to anything involving the galaxy. Because really, it's just like Kenobi's entire journey through it is just that he learns that he can still help people instead of, but in spite of the fact that no one really, in spite of the fact that he has to stay hidden and look after Luke. This is pretty much where he gets his reputation as Old Ben of the Desert. Yeah. So yeah. Anyway, how do I put this?
We're heading back?
Ben Obi-Wan Kenobi is just kind of there. He's kind of like that Western trope of the mysterious stranger that strolls into town
Here's what I found.
and helps everyone out with their problems.
Mission accomplished.
Like, this is probably where most of the lore that have to do with Tuskens show up, because I learned more about Tusken culture here than I ever did anywhere else. Like the fact that they believe two sons are like,
Let's see.
pretty much gods, and one of them's like a lesser son that made them cowards, and the other one's like the better one, and the brave lion or something. But apparently they kidnap a bunch of people, settlers, but that's what they call humans, and pretty much transform them into Tuskens based on what, I guess. But the main villain pretty much kind of went through that, and he's now pretty much in his worst hell. But pretty much all the other characters are pretty much just Western tropes, like the lady that like has no husband and is pretty much the love interest, but they can't be together because he's just too wild for her or whatever. But I put this the romance angle was kind of way like the most like maybe that's just my personal preference because I don't really like listening to like romance or whatever, but it's not like bad. It was just not my thing because I knew, because if you know how the Jedi work, you know Kenobi, and and if you just know that Kenobi's never gonna end up with anyone, you know that they're not gonna get together. But it was pretty creative that how Kenobi actually made them leave, and so they couldn't be together. But yeah, Annalene, the love interest, is like an old working mom that works at a store in Tatooine called the Oasis or Claim or whatever. And she has 2 children, Callie, pretty much the farmhand and that loves animals, and Jabe. He's the brat because he doesn't like to work at the Claim and just wants to go hunt down Tuskens that killed his dad. Yeah, that's pretty much why they have no father or whatever. But the one that allows him to go do that is named Oren Gold. Pretty much the wise guy of he's pretty much the evil Han Solo or Grunkle Stan or whatever. And he has this business that, remember the crate dragon sound that Obi-Wan made? Pretty much this is where he probably got the idea, because Oren set up sirens that make crate dragon noises. But yeah, pretty much how do I put this? Oren goes from a kind of likable guy because he just believes that he wants to, work, to a unredeemable asshole. Because it's eventually revealed in the book, and spoilers if you probably aren't going to read this, but anyway. Pretty much he just becomes an unredeemable asshole. Because eventually it's revealed that he owes a debt to the Hutts. And like, as soon as that's revealed, he just flat out becomes unredeemable. He just starts to show more of his true colors. At first he's just kind of like a nice guy, like thinking of what to do. Like, sure, he thinks about business, but but like, as soon as it's revealed that he owes a debt to the Hutts, like, he tries to manipulate Annalene into marrying him. It's not for love or anything, it's mainly just so he could sell the store so he'd pay off his debts. Like, it's revealed that he's been laundering money from everyone else, because the whole siren thing was pretty much just a better business to hunt down Tuskens and keep everyone safe. But he's actually been laundering money to give the Jabba.
Let's stop here for today.
Yeah. But anyway, how do I put this? He's just pretty much, like, as soon as he asked Annalene to marry him, I was just like, nope. I just had to get up and go do something else just to keep saying no to myself. I didn't do anything else, I just paced around my house. It's like pretty much flat out told the book no, just no over again. But yeah. It took me pretty much nearly 2 weeks to actually read this book. And the most interesting thing to me was mainly just the Tusken stuff. Like, because I knew some Tusken lore, like how they even became Tuskens. Like how the Tuskens even came to be, but I won't explain that. I'm not, like, totally into Star Wars lore where I can just flat out explain it like I know it. But pretty much, like the Tuscan lore is pretty much, and it also proves that the complaint by like a couple YouTubers that the Tuscan thing didn't make sense in The Mandalorian because like they're savages, they won't want to barter with humans, so making their language understandable just doesn't make sense. It's like, it's just kind of like a very dumb idea if you actually think about it. Because if you actually think about it, it makes perfect sense why they wouldn't get, like, why peace wouldn't be involved. And it makes even more sense after you actually know the Tuscans. And the reason, like why? Because they believe technology is magic, and they don't trust anyone that's a settler because they believe Tatooine is theirs and no one else's. They hate the Jawas because they sell to the settlers, and all that. But it's like pretty much super, how do I put this, weird to have that in there. But yeah, anyway, and that's just the weirdest complaint to me, because if you actually look at other shit in Star Wars besides the movies that were made by George Lucas, it pretty much explains why they made that decision to have them team up. Pretty much explains it. And Obi-Wan probably had one of his coolest moments in this, where he flat out killed a crate dragon with just a lightsaber. That was pretty cool. But yeah, besides that, what else do I talk about? I also have the third Thrawn book. Like, not what you mean. It is like the third original of the original trilogy of Thrawn's, The Last Command. Why did I get this instead of the first book of the entire trilogy? Because my public library didn't have them. In fact, this wasn't even in the library. It was like just a free book that you could just pick up and not even have a library card to read or take with you. And it's been pretty good so far. Don't really even know what's happening, but pretty good. And it was pretty much just how I expected. It was pretty much just the Return of the Jedi. Of like not what do you mean? Like, it's not like the silliness of Return of the Jedi. I mean, like, it's obviously a sequel, but it's also a thing you can watch without even like reading or watching the previous one, where there's obvious consequences from the previous film, but you can tell what's going on. I won't spoil anything else from that because I'm not even done reading it. That's mainly because the audiobook, or listening to it by my parents' own words, but pretty much the chapters in the audiobook are freaking long. Very long, so yeah. Oh, yeah, by the way, this will pretty much be the only review we'll get of these, because I'm not doing more of what I did with Darth Bane, because one, I only want to do that on line paper, and two, I just don't really feel like it, because I've already read another Star Wars book besides those, and that was the first Thrawn Ascendancy book. That didn't really take me a while. It just was kind of boring at first. Then it got interesting, and then I just kind of kept going with it. Besides for Christmas, I know I'm getting the third Thrawn Ascendancy book, because I missed the sequel because, well, I just never asked for it, so yeah, that's my own bad, but hey, it's still got the third one when I was still there. But yeah, anyway, yeah, that's pretty much all the new in my life. Did spend some time playing the PS4 Spider-Man to get footage for the No Way Home review. Maybe I should begin attempting to go get the Force Awakens Lego. Like, I'm actually gonna see. How long ago did I play it? I kind of forgot. Hmm. What haven't I done? I probably should get back to like Fallout 4 and like the Gears of War series with Dad. I should get back to those. And I also should prepare to do like 2 more Sonic games. I already know what I'm gonna do with those. It's just, I have to prepare. Where the hell is Sonic Generations anyway? Oh, wow. January 10th of 2018. Happier days. Hmm. Crap. I just realized I probably should, yeah. I have more Batman games to play now. In an even shorter time limit. Maybe I should do like the Lego ones last, because those are probably the easiest ones to do. And I should do Batman Vengeance, which I have. Arkham Origins Blackgate. What else? The Telltale series. I need to pay money for those. Wow. Do I have that? 'Cause I don't remember I have that on like. I don't remember having that on like. Yeah. Do I actually have that? Maybe I gave it away, or maybe it was someone else's. I'm just looking at my achievements to see how much crap I did. That's done over the years. Okay, not full crap. Honestly, full crap right there. I haven't played Edge of Time in that long. Huh. I mean, I never beat it, but it was mainly because of the fact that I got Black Cat. Oh. So I did defeat Black Cat. Well... Then why the hell... Then how the hell didn't I beat it as a kid? How? Honestly, just still thinking about that. Oh yeah, Web of Shadows. That would be cool to play. Now I'm sad. Oh wait, I can choose? How the hell is that unweighted?
Are you?
Take this! I'll take them all out!
Don't need a hasty
Take this! Take this! Come to me! Strike the knuckle!
Let's start with that skill. Woo! Well done!
Wow. Wait a minute. Can I just watch them? Oh, nope, never mind.
Hey, what do you think that is?
Never mind. I don't even know. Is there?
It's a strong one. Exploit its weakness to curse.
You're mine!
Oh, nice, Joker. You hit its weakness.
Persona! That's why you're the leader. Let's go!
How about this? Beautiful combo, Panther. Yeah. How was that?
I'm going too!
Right on the money, Skull.
Hey! They had it coming!
Way to go, Skull.
Persona! Let's go, Captain! Watch this!
Oh, I did,
That one looks tough.
absolutely nothing from it. That's great. How the hell is this all the only thing? I can't even just look up
Persona!
game.
Ravage them!
But this is all medium. Huh. Either they made it completely impossible for me to get those. Probably did. Yeah, you have to. That sucks all the fun.
Persona! You're mine. Let's go. Switch out.
Out of everything. Sorry if this is boring you, but this is just how long the video turned out to be.
Beautiful combo, Panther! Panther, your defense got cut! It's not gonna work. Might want to change up your approach. Your stamina's getting low. Watch closely how you fight.
Good game. Good. Huh.
Thanks. Sorry.
Thanks.
Thanks.
I'm shooting. I want to see what's in shooting. Dollar phones. Hello? Trying to fill up this video quota. Gave it water.
That one looks tough. Everyone stay focused. Zoro! That was perfect, Mona!
What do you think of that?
Right on the money, though.
You can thank me later.
Tagging out.
My turn!
Got anything with those weaknesses? Nice one, Skull. Keep it going. Speed's been reduced, Panther.
Yeah, here I go!
Keep it going. Mona follows up. Mona! Leave it to me. That hurt. Powerful. Wind is ineffective. What a cheater. Your turn.
Come! Take this!
Whoa, that was insane. Awesome. Bring on.
It's over!
There is a lot.
Persona! Let's go!
Like a lot of.
Mona follows up. Want my other self. And Persona. It's all you.
Yeah, yours. I got this. Persona!
I'm not done.
Watch this! Persona!
Mona's defense went down. I'm not done.
Fear
Oh,
2.
that's it. Beautiful combo, Panther. How was that?
Yeah, here I go!
SpongeBob. Took me out with one.
That's not gonna work. I gotta change up your approach. Persona! That was perfect, Mona!
What's in here?
Tagging out.
too.
Attaboy, Skull! Get it! I'll do it. Collie, Arsene, Thor! Ravage them! I'm going to Persona! It's over!
Getting stronger every day.
Oblivion. Okay. Action adventure. How far Xbox will get you. Even classics. In the Emperor's Tomb. Wow, there's a lot of Star Wars games in here. You know what,
Did it.
I'm just gonna do this real quick. But yeah, I also have made like a Persona Spider-Man thing. It's mainly just the same thing as Spider-Man, but with just replace all the science stuff with like Persona stuff. Or I made like a thing that was kind of inspired by that one poster of the Amazing Spider-Man 2. Yeah, I mainly just based it on the fact that I just was reading, because I finished reading the first volume of the Marvel Masterworks collection of Spider-Man. With like just having Doc Ock, Electro. I still include the Mugger. Or Doctor Doom. Yeah, it's pretty funny when people say that Spider-Man villains don't seem like Spider-Man villains, even though they're handing him other villains and Marvel trades villains like all the time. It's kind of weird that no one even notices that and brings it up. That's the things comic fans actually know about, not just people that watch the movies of those characters. That's not like an unusual thing for other villains to focus on other people besides our hero. Sure, it gives them a relationship with the hero, but it's not really that interesting. To me, obviously, not to anyone else. I don't really get the whole idea of making Doc Ock a like sympathetic character. To me, he's like he can be sad and that can be good. It's just the only one I actually really grew up with was like the Spectacular Spider-Man and Ultimate Spider-Man cartoon versions of Doc Ock. More Ultimate Spider-Man. I think that's actually how I like voice him in my head, kind of. Because I mean, if you make him too sympathetic, it just kind of doesn't really work for me. $19 more minutes. But yeah, I'm also starting to read the second volume of the Masterworks. By complete accident, I just wanted it for Christmas, and I just told Mom about it. And yeah, turned out to be like $1 on the Kindle. Maybe that's like a Christmas prize or something, because I could have sworn it was like $12. But hey, it was a very lucky opportunity I got. I'm up to like the fourth issue in the volume. Like right after Mysterio's introduced. And I will be doing like a second one. Like if you're wondering, is like I will be doing it. And I'll even put up that image on here. God, it'll make it longer. God, it'll make this so much longer. Oh wait, I can just save. Oh, I'm such an idiot. Yeah, I just realized I could have saved the project and done this all later. And I could have been focusing all this time on the Lego Star Wars game. Oh yeah, I should bring up the fact that most likely, like, either Ned will become a wizard or something, but like, most likely, Ned will become like the Hobgoblin. I'm super annoyed with everyone thinking that Harry Osborn is Hobgoblin. I was really annoyed with it. Just because that one scene in the Raimi films, everyone just assumes he's Hobgoblin. Look, I just really want to rant. Just go with it. Ow. Damn it. Damn it. What the hell am I... Something I don't know. Some trick to this that I don't realize. $298? 2098. Ow. Yeah, it's super weird. Pretty sure the most accurate Spider-Man media is either Spectacular Spider-Man in some parts, involving the Goblin, or the 90s Spider-Man animated series. Because it had the most comic accurate origin on any piece of media. Where Peter did it out of selfishness and not out of... Or Peter did it out of carelessness and not out of getting revenge on that one guy for screwing him over. That's what I mean. still not believing that the guy in the trailer for Across the Spider-Verse is 2099. It's freaking impossible. Like, but he looks just like him. He has the same costume. Like, he doesn't even look like the guy from the post-credit scene. Like, when the hell did he just get all buff for? Why are they even making him so buff? Was it just a reference to the fact that he was born in the 90s? The comic, not the character. And you know, the whole 90s, like, muscle-bound idiots. And all that crap. This doesn't really make sense to me why they would do that. Because 2099, like, kinda already has a look. Like, sure, Miles is taller, Gwen has highlights in her hair. They don't change, but they didn't really change in, like, appearance that much. Like, they've obviously grown and changed in, like, maybe the couple years since they last saw each other. But, like, not that much. Like, they shouldn't be changing that much in between it, okay? I'm sorry, but that's just way too unbelievable for me. That is 2099. Like, the whole 90s thing is probably the only way that makes sense to me. And only by, like, a little bit. Ow. Alright, Mysterio, you can unreveal it. Ow. How many of these people do you want me to kill for you? No, I'm dead. Okay, 8 more minutes. 8 more minutes? 8 more minutes. Sorry if this is boring you, but it's just... like, I really didn't really think of what else to say. In fact, look, I just had to get this video over with, so, yeah. Wait. You know what? I'm actually just gonna go to another one. Yeah. Thank you. God, how many people do you want me to kill, Mysterio? No, I'm just done. Have fun. Have fun.